Hi, I'm Felicity. Let's have a get well, stay well moment on getting and staying young despite the years. Having racked up 75 Earth years now, maybe I can pass on a few tips. But of course, I'm still listening with humility to those who are much older than me and who have achieved much more. I like to think of accrual of wisdom rather than the years that I have lived. So I never count birthdays anyway. I just count achievements. For years I've kept a sort of CV which lists the wonderful things that God has done in my life. Since I handed everything over to him some years ago, I noticed how exponentially more he has blessed me than when I was living for myself and my family. We tend to get terribly obsessed on spouses and children, don't we? And there's a famous saying, we can recognize our loved ones by the hunted expressions on their faces. We have to learn to let go and let God. He achieves much more than we can ever do. So I keep a list of the things that God has done in my life. For instance, it just amazes me that I'm reaching so many people with the health ministry. So instead of thinking how I should behave at 75, I'm beginning to plan the next 20 years of active ministry. I put all these plans in my CV and count them instead of the years. I also have a list of best moments since I was a little girl. Growing up in Africa was a wonderful experience. We lived barefoot at home and life was lived outdoors. Dawns and sunsets, sundials instead of clocks, real life. 75 years ago, we didn't have TV or computers or mobile phones. We lived life firsthand, not secondhand through TV and social media. And of course, it was much calmer, and I often go through this list of the best moments before I go to sleep at night. It makes for a wonderful night's sleep. Today, I see young people aging under so much stress. So freeing ourselves of that stress is, I believe, an absolute necessity if we're going to keep young. I believe that we should meditate, just as Jesus told us to do. However busy we are, we should always meditate. We should spend time every day in meditative prayer, which restores the direct line to God. His line is never engaged. He never puts me on hold. He never refuses my call. As soon as we are connected, this wonderful peace transcends all the chaos of everyday life. Of course, living on the get well, stay well living foods diet and taking the minerals and vitamins and drinking the juices is important. But I strongly believe it is the connection with God that is the most vital component of us keeping young despite the years. So with God in our lives, we know that the best is yet to come. We can get well and stay well in eternity. Thank you, Lord.